Okay, it's been a while since I started this game up, so it's gonna take a few seconds.
Alright, no problem. I am on the stream right now. It's live, but it's just kind of there.
So this is a massive revamp from the original iteration, because the developers, Arachnid Games, have been working on this for a couple of years now. And the last time I played this, it was at version 0.9.2. It is now at version 1.2.33. Hi there, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Hi, BT. So what game is this again?
This is Diluvian. It is set
Right.
in a world where basically everything on the surface is completely encased in ice, so humanity has been forced to move underwater.
Oh, hey, the screen is live now.
Yes, it is. It's a game that has looked very interesting and reminds me, at least in concept, of Aquanox, that old game. But
It is
I sadly
similar
have-
in that regard. I'm going to be tinkering with the volume a little bit.
I sadly haven't played this game yet, so
I played it a while back, but honestly, it's changed so much I may as well start a fresh game anyway.
yeah, because they had that huge relaunch.
I still don't have the game, but at the same time, I think I'm gonna pass on it right now.
So,
Trying to be very
what name should I give my captain?
B-man.
Not happening.
Tim?
Should we go for the old reference and go for Nemo?
No.
was good.
Let's go for. I was gonna say Ahab actually, but okay.
Well,
Nemo,
Ahab has a white
Neptune.
whale. Nemo just wanted to travel and live his life peacefully.
Yeah. Yes.
I've never read or like really known the plot of 20,000 K.
Honestly,
Yeah.
the 1954 Disney movie is probably the best you'll get.
Little
It's-
Nemo?
Yeah. The 1954 Disney movie is probably the best iteration of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea that you'll get.
When did the book come out?
The book came out in the 1890s.
Yeesh, that's old.
Yeah, but Jules Verne was a visionary. I mean, the entire premise of the Nautilus in the book was that it was a nuclear-powered submarine. It was completely incomprehensible to Professor Aronnax.
Professor Aronnax.
Yes, that he was the viewpoint character.
Huh. That's so weird. Thinking of like coming up with a nuclear-powered. Did we have that? Did we even conceive of that technology at the time?
Frankly,
Ah.
no.
Yeah. It's interesting. That's kind of sci-fi in a nutshell, dude. Thankfully, the ideas behind Frankenstein haven't yet been done.
I mean, hell, the story about Frankenstein is subtitled The Modern Prometheus for a reason.
Yeah,
I've read the original story in high school,
It's-
and
it's pretty good.
it is. But at the same time, I don't like most of these people. But I think that's just part of the book.
You're not supposed to. The main character, Frankenstein, is the root of all of his own problems.
Yeah. I don't like
Yes.
Adam either. He's kind of a prick.
Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, yeah, Adam. Whatever, the
Okay.
monster. The creature.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call him.
Technically doesn't get a name. He is honestly, understandably upset with Frankenstein.
Yes,
but for the most
that
part, he's actually stupidly smart. Like, he didn't understand language, and just from watching, one family for like a month, he managed to teach himself to speak.
I'm gonna say, like, most of the time that's just complete BS, but I'll go with it, right? It moves the plot forward, and it does make sense that Frankenstein, someone who is legitimately actually smart in an academia sense, would be able to create a creature that is also like really clever and smart. At least smart, not clever. No, if Frank and Steve were clever, even mildly clever, he would not be having the problems he were having all the time.
Well, he would have also probably either
Not done this fucking thing in the first place.
or if he did, he would have gone through the cop-out the creature gave him of, look, the entire world is scared of me every time they see me and try to murder me. Just make me somebody to have a conversation with and hang out with. And
has a vagina.
And go off to Antarctica and never see anyone again.
Not Antarctica, just they will fuck off somewhere else, and they will never be seen again. They will try their best to never be seen again. Fine.
Okay, so now that we've actually gone through the entire promo cutscene to show off the backstory and basically say, yes, because people are evil, the world got fucked up, and the last god left a treasure in the very deepest part of the ocean. Well, now we get to decide which ship we want to use.
The Iron Minnow.
I want to say diamond because
Iron Minnow is essentially a reasonably balanced sub. It's a salvager, so it has a larger inventory capacity, which is kind of important. But when push comes to shove, it is not exactly the toughest thing out there. In fact, it's very much, to be polite, a bit of a crap box.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. And
On
admittedly,
the flip side, it does upgrade. You can upgrade the subs as you go through the game to further tiers. For example, the Iron Minnow eventually becomes the Lionfish, which is the one that we remember from the sand check gift that I used to torment you guys.
Okay, that was a cool one. Not really torment. I liked it.
Okay, so my choice would be the diamond.
Yes, I've used the diamond before. It is basically a high-speed drill with some guns strapped to the side. And it is...
What's not to like about it?
Yeah, it's fast, it's quick, it has basically diddly fucking squat for firearms, and it has 0 torpedo launchers, which makes it a lot heavily reliant on its guns. To be fair, the guns in this game are actually kind of interesting because, yes, ammunition is a concern.
Yes. I do like Iron Minnow partially just because the back of it, the fin, kind of looks like an accent.
Yeah. Now, this little beastie, the Mariana, is the earliest way you can get an actual torpedo tube, which is kind of useful. But it's basically a case of, because of its turrets are all facing rearwards, you basically have to turn around and run away while shooting away at something. It is slow as molasses, which makes it a big fat target for pretty much everything with a gun or torpedo tube itself, and torpedoes do a lot of damage in this game. I've gotten killed more than once. So, I actually have mucked around with the diamond and its bigger cousins. So, in this case, I'm going to try out the Iron Minnow, because I have never used it before.
Okay.
Sweet.
And so this is where we start, with my camera needing a short sharp kick in the ass, because I need to boost my mouse sensitivity. So this is what the inside of my sub looks like first and foremost. In this case, I have Jay Treadvossa as my first officer.
That's an awesome name.
Treadwasser. Wow. Look at his mustache.
That is a good mustache.
His last name is literally just Treadwater.
Actually, he is our helmsman as well as our first officer. And that is a face that only a mother could love. As you can see, he only has 1 star out of 4, but we can promote him given enough time.
I mean, you could also just like it for the mustache.
Yeah. Note the fact that he's missing a chunk of his ear, too.
Oh, I didn't even notice until you brought it out.
I did not see that.
Yeah, what the heck happened? The war up top?
He is ex-military, and yeah, there's some semi-plot about that.
Oh dear. We're gonna have bounty hunters after us?
Oh no, I hope it's not some sort of super cool-looking dude who ends up being eaten by a water worm.
Okay, so we have activated our helm. As you can see, it has additional slots. As you get more crew, we can add them to the ship and increase, well, the defense, which is less likely enemies are for critical hits, as the tutorial obviously says so. And engine power, because engine output is kind of important in this game. You'll see that later.
Be right back.
We also have a sonar station and a gunnery station at the moment, and we will eventually get a torpedo station as well when we upgrade our ship.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are. We now have our, well, depth controls. And, of course, the game, absolutely spiting me, has decided that I need to remap some buttons. So let's do that!
Button mapping action.
Yeah, so that's worth a good hearty chuckle. So, trim and dive is there. There we are, throttle up. So, let's fix that. And I'm just going to boost the mouse sensitivity a little as well. Sorry about that. Every once in a while the game throws people for a loop, you know? So you can see that I actually have 2 beams emanating away from my sub. That is basically my gun turrets, the ones you can see on either side of the main body. So those 2 beams are basically my targeting apertures.
Okay, I see now.
So this little beastie is reasonably nimble. And, well, it's, yeah, as I said, reasonably nimble and all that. So that's not too shabby at all.
Oh, the physics on the little thing back there are great.
Well, to be fair, we are underwater, so this thing is a little bit flippy about.
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant. I like how it looks.
Now, if you look carefully at this massive array of ice up over here, we can see bones jammed into the ice. Something died here a long time ago. Quest started. Let's get some beer.
That is a fantastic first quest. And it's literally called the Dive Bar.
Yep.
Yes.
So Jay there has a quest, but we can also talk to other people like the lapsed adventurer over here, or the bartender himself, or so on and so forth, just to see what's what and all that horse shit. For the most part,
I'm
it's
back.
just a case of looting the
Hello.
place if there is anything to loot. So let's talk to various people and see what's what.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Well, as you can see, we're actually at a bar now, getting some booze. So he asked why this adventurer is sitting around doing diddly squat, and his response, the owner here brews his own grog, we don't ask what goes in it. Gee, So, that's about as, just a bit of world building and all that shit, but otherwise he's about as useful as tits on a crate.
I mean, depends what do you want to do with the crate.
Probably nothing like Duke Nukem.
Huh.
This farmer patron allegedly claims to have drunk his own piss to win an engine.
What?
Well, this is a interesting character because he has his own portrait, and he looks like a fucking hipster.
I was gonna say he looks like some sort of hipster Johnny Depp.
Also, kind of like
Well, at
the
least
protagonist
I'm
from the old Prey game, except infinitely more punchable in the face.
So the bartender's offering us seaweed gin and the last of the grog. Yeah, so Jay has a good brain in his head. He wants us to expand our crew. This is a good thing.
I mean, yeah, like it's only what, you and him.
Yep, and obviously we've been scavenging and haven't found shit all. And of course, Hipster Boy has to whine and piss about the whining and piss. Yeah, the bartender has it right. You want a decent drink? Pay your tab.
Makes sense.
Savage.
Yeah, so this is basically minor plot and saying, hey, I upgraded my sub so it can go deeper. Why don't you guys do that too? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, we know. And the bartender is just savage as hell. Wrecks on the seafloor that are more reliable than your ship.
I like this guy. God damn it, he's got no fucks to give for you.
Yep, and because the name there is bolded of Hasley, that is someone important we should think about, because Hasley is most likely a mechanic. Or a dealer.
Should I write that down?
Nah, don't worry, the
Okay.
game was pretty good about it. See, new objective, find out more about this Hasley fellow. And it turns out that our next objective is talk with the whiny piss boy, because, well, Hasley was the one who supplied him with a new sub, apparently.
Okay.
Oh, there we are. Part of the Vehicle Engineering Guild. If you get him to help you, he'll get you down to 1,000 meters, give or take a catfish whisker. Pfft, what a joke. Okay, you're Tonsberg, eh? So Tonsberg is the first major
Still-
town hub, I guess you would say.
So, Grum, just a refresher. Entire society moved underwater to avoid the global warming or something?
More like a
The
deep
global
freeze
cooling?
caused by a massive calamity and flood created by the gods, yes.
Yeesh. I don't know how recent was that.
Thousands of years.
Long enough that an entire, new society and culture stuff has developed.
So the reason why this fellow wants to go a kilometer below the, quote, surface pressure is because he wants to be the first to the bottom of the actual ocean.
That's a fine goal. I like
It's
it.
a fine goal. He's still a tit, though.
Ambitious.
Yep. So we need to get a new crewman. Hey, what's this over here? This door was not openable earlier, so let's punch it open and see what pops out. Ah, here we are. We have access. Fucking hell, I
What?
hit the wrong button. Sorry about that.
Ooh, buttons. Oh, explosions.
That's the harpoon launchers that allows us to grab stuff.
Did you just harpoon the station?
Yep.
Rude.
So we have a retiree here. Let's see what he has to say for himself. Yeah, treasure this, treasure that. Dreams beat out of us and we're glad for what we were given. What an old fart.
You must have so much in common.
Hey, I have dreams. It's not good dreams.
That's true.
Okay, so we have some options here for recruits. We have a Jacob Jenkins with an intelligence bonus of 3, a strength bonus of 1, and an endurance of -1. And we have a Steve Zhao with endurance and strength bonuses, and Thing Smith. So we can pick one of these 3. I would probably suggest the one with the most overall stats, which is a toss-up between Thing and Jacob, because despite the negative stats of endurance and perception respectively, well, they aren't being... we can always just shove them into a position where they aren't using that negative stat modifier.
Yeah.
Thing. I vote Thing.
Yeah, gotta go with Thing.
Her head is silly.
Yeah. I'm kind of sad they're just not a hand, but
Note that her shirt also has a barcode on it at her collar.
I did not see that.
Oh, I thought that was her skin.
Nope, that's a undershirt under her jacket.
Huh, that's surprising.
So, here's the thing. I have a crew limit of 7 crew in my submarine at the moment, and it costs cash to hire crew. Doesn't matter where they are, doesn't matter how you get them, it always costs you cash.
Up front, or is it on a basis?
It's permanent until they get killed. So now, I can talk to these other 2 guys and see if they want to join up as well, because I have a bit of extra money. So, in this case, this Steve Zhao fellow, who has +1 endurance and +2 strength, costs the same price, 963 dinars, and honestly, the extra crew is kind of useful-ish, maybe. Honestly,
But what about Jacob then?
well, at that point I won't have enough money, and Jacob over here does have a negative stat as well, so...
Okay.
The -1 endurance, +3 intelligence, +1 strength, but he would be about the same price, I believe. Yeah, the join your crew questions are always... the responses are always semi-randomized, so this one wants opportunities to study, the other ones just went, meh, what the hell. So, and as you can see, 963 dinars to purchase him, so let's purchase him.
Yeah, because
So
he's got.
3. That's not too bad.
What's the star? Oh, derp. Okay. Okay. Well, we have 2 new crew members, or 3, depending.
Yeah, so endurance and strength are what are used in the helm, but at the moment the helm can only use 1 extra crewman, so we're just going to toss Thing in there for the time being.
What does that thing use again? That position?
The helm uses endurance and strength, as you can see by the bar down here, where the stats that are actually in use have positive modifiers, or, well, they're just highlight, and the stats not in use are grayed out.
Okay.
Also, it seems that Jay needs to say something, or I'm just wiggling my mouse near him and getting him to poke at me, so, meh.
Stop poking me.
We can also talk to our crew members, and even remove them from the ship if we want to be complete shitwaffles.
That's rude.
Yeah, so what's this guy's deal? Well, with hard work and learning, we can overcome any obstacle. Yeah, whatever. Optimist. So, we have a sonar station and a gunnery station, but they are currently unoccupied because, quite simply, we don't have any officers trained to use them. At the moment, all we can really do is move our thing around. Also, we do have a stash up here. This is for our various loots and such. So, at the moment, we have a gun. It is a Fleck cannon.
A fleck or a flack?
Fleck. F-L-E-K-K.
Huh.
We have some 48 units of scrap, which is used as ammunition, and an air tank. We do not fuck with our air tanks because we always need more air.
What's that noise?
That noise is not me.
BT?
Sorry, what was that?
There's a lot of noise coming on your end, I think.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so at the moment we are heading roughly westerly. And, hey, this is something new. So let's take a look and see what's going on over here.
What's going on over here?
Well, we found something to dock to and poke around in. Well, let's see.
It's another dock.
Nope, this is,
Another dock on... That,
this is actually new.
You've never seen this before?
I've never seen this before. This is new. The gate was originally open in the previous iteration of the game. So Fat Tom here, near as I can tell, is basically a gateway character. If he didn't stop at the bar and recruit some characters and such, he wouldn't open the gate for us.
Okay.
That's polite. Thank you, game, for, checking on us.
And then he told us to just walk through the door and loot the shit out of the place while we pull the switch ourselves. So we have the optional boarding party here, so let's just bring both of our crewmen in here for the obvious reason of we might need them to whack shit.
I hope they don't die. I've grown attached to these two.
So,
and they're dumb
this is
faces.
the first room to explore. This is a completely new mechanic. This is not in the earlier game. So this boot here, fish fossils, what the hell, let's just loot the fuck out of it. And another door to go through. Let's see what's next. Part of it is just being able to loot the hell out of everything, you know?
I appreciate that. Anything in here to loot?
We got food, and we got some dinars. So the dinars are old coins, but each one is worth about 15 actual coin. And food is, well, food. And fish fossils are fish fossils, so we just sell them for money.
Oh, Serena's here.
And here we have some extra scrap metal, another dinar, and more fish fossils. Yoink! Books are actually worth a decent amount at 85 coin a pop, and scrap metal is always useful, so yoink! So, this is basically our tutorial in regards to salvage and all that shit. So let's flick this switch and open the door. The cheerful and jaunty tune was actually kind of nice.
Okay.
So, this is a new spot. Let's take a look over here and see what's up. again, we have to explore room by room and loot the fuck out of the place, so let's get going on that. Pretty good start.
I'm back. I just had to fix some things with my laptop. Like, it turns off, the screen shuts off when if I don't do anything with my mouse and I'm watching YouTube videos.
Yeah, so this rusty gear here, which is one of the bits of loot, is actually new to this iteration of the game. It's essentially, well, it's scrap material, and in this case it's worth 25 cash, which is a pretty sizable chunk of dosh, really.
It's not bad.
Yeah, so a large part of the game mechanics is being able to scavenge and generally just accumulate wealth via that method. Also, if you look carefully, you'll see that there is a second doodad down here. So, that new icon is honestly something new that I have not seen before.
Huh, what can you do with it?
And I think it's just an identifying mark saying, hey, you can salvage shit from here.
Okay.
But again, this is just something I have not used before. Oh, hey, that's also new. You can tell by the massive pile of variety in here. But you can see the anchors in the ice way up there, and then all the way down there is another place to visit. So let's go and visit.
Okie dokie. Are we ever gonna go touch base with the surface?
Maybe, but there's a whole bunch of ice in the way.
Is there anything on the surface to touch base with?
I would tell you, but I honestly don't know. Okay, got some more salvage there. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, there we are. 2 loot boxes. So another rusty gear and some dinar. Always nice. And, oof. Not bad. Some more dinars, some more rusty gears. Yoink. So again, this is basically very much a case of being able to stockpile various bits and bobs. Sorry about that. Just various bits and bobs in order to make certain that I actually have a decent amount of stuff to make certain that my crew isn't going to do shit like, say, starve to death or whatnot, you know?
And
yeah, so the golden fish that you just saw there, they are essentially navigation points, which is kind of useful. As you can see here, we do have a map. It is kind of crap, to be honest. But our goal is kind of heading towards the Tonnesfjord Gate. And, well, over here is Tonnesfjord itself. So, this map is, to be honest, pretty fucking crude. But, well, that happens. We have a list of quests to actually poke and prod at. A world map, which is kind of, not very worldly, to be honest. A listing of our crew and their relative ability. And the stats of our submarine. So, as you can see, we have 15 hit points. This thing weighs 1,200 tons, and it has a maximum speed of almost 37 knots, which is pretty fucking huge.
That's pretty fast.
Yep. So, it has a crouch depth of 250 meters, which is 50 meters better than it used to be in the original game. And 30 slots of inventory, of which 15 is apparently bonus due to the ship type. So this is new to me.
That's handy.
As you can see over here, it looks like we have 4 upgrade slots, of which 1 is apparently extra inventory. And we have a single cannon mount for our various armaments. This is not a bad thing.
Yeah, this looks like a really good upgrade. At least the beginner's upgrade, anyway.
I mean, honestly, I'm surprised at the upgrade here because it is very much changing things for the better. This game was very rough around the edges when I first got it. Also, I appreciate that I can do that and just basically grapple my submarine to the nearest object.
That is really nice. Also, did that come standard with your submarine?
Yes, it's standard to all submarines.
Ah.
Okay, looting completed. Onwards to our next destination.
Put that sailor to
Hello,
use.
there's something down there. Yep, that sailor is that fact that we have an idle sailor doing diddly and fucking squat, but we can't really do anything at the moment because, well, we just don't have enough space to use them.
He could help. He could help propel the submarine.
With what, his dick?
Yes.
So I'm just looting the fuck out of everything, as you can probably tell, because, well, it's partly just me being a mercenary, and partly the fact that I'm a greedy bastard. But...
So you being a mercenary.
Yeah.
Encouraged.
Regardless, it's your job. It's your job to get into places and
We're
loot.
adventurers, we salvage. Oh, hey, we found an outcast. And she has a little doggy. Let's talk to her.
Doggy.
Gate,
How do you talk to
please.
doggy? Do you kiss doggy? Do you hug doggy?
Okay, so the outcast seems to be a bit sulky. Let's see what's up.
Gate, please.
The gate's been broken.
Broken.
So what do we need to fix it?
Damn it, Jenny, this is why you're an outcast. Stop breaking
Rusty
shit.
gear and 5 scrap metal. Honestly, yeah, we already have all of that shit.
Is this Pollen Valley?
Yeah, we just passed through Pollen Valley. So we
Okay.
can ask, what do you need again? Well, 5 pieces of scrap metal and rusty gear, so yay. Or we can just jump straight to, I have the shit you need. And she wasn't expecting us to actually get the loot.
That's cute.
Yeah, so we lose 1 rusty gear and 5 scrap metal, but that's okay.
Did we get money out of it?
Every once in a while, you'll see that there's a treasure chest hidden behind incidental items and such, like over here. So it always pays to do a little bit of pixel hunting in every room you go through.
It won't be BS, right?
It's not deliberately bullshit, because you'll never have a major quest items hidden behind something like that, but it still can be mildly irritating or frustrating at times when you're trying to loot the fuck out of the place, you know?
Oh. I feel kind of weird. She did just help us, and now we're looting the fuck out of her.
Well, at the same time, she's just kind of sitting there with her thumb up her butt. Oh, look! We have an enemy!
An Amity.
Yes. So, a rat appears. What will Thing do?
Play the Final Fantasy battle music.
Yeah, so we can evade, which uses our endurance and has a 48% chance of causing damage to it. Problem solving, which causes chance doing 1 damage for a 77% chance. Observe, with our perception chance being shit, so we can't do shit. And brute force with a chance of doing 3 damage at a less than 40% chance of succeeding. So let's do some problem solving and see what happens.
No, we gotta think at it.
Have her summon Thing too.
Yep, clumsy rat, terrified, sneaks through a small crevasse. Hazard is vanquished. So we got some spoils, in this case a pot. So yeah, there is a little bit of a pseudo-RPG combat system in this. It's kinda silly, but at the same time it's a hell of a lot better than just being able to loot the fuck out of everything.
I think this is really funny. You thought at a rat.
Yeah. In fact, she mimicked its motions and caused it to get confused and ran away. Okay, so here we are. Let's click that switch, and the gate will open up. Ooh, big gate.
You did it.
So, this is the end of the Pollen Valley, so let's just continue on.
Looks like you're opening the gateway to heaven.
Or the highway to hell, because I see mines over here.
That's driving. Also,
So I'm just doing a quick poke into prod, seeing what's there. Oh, look. We have a wrecked building down here, which is more salvage. And otherwise, we have some mines floating about. Mines are not a fun thing for the obvious reason thereof. Also, my sub is surprisingly tough, seeing as how I just bounced it off a building and it did diddly squat damage.
well, try again? Or run away?
That was interesting. There was nothing in the building except for that one item we stole at the first area.
So all these places you're looting, they're abandoned, right?
And that's correct. So, all of these mines, as you can see, are vaguely threatening and all that. They're your classic contact mine. You can't really do anything with them. And because we do not have a gunner, we can't even shoot to pop them. So we're just gonna keep plugging along relatively slowly and just making certain everything's mostly-ish gonna stay out of our threat profile.
So they're proximity mines, right?
They are contact mines. You basically have to directly run into one to actually get hit by it.
Well, I mean, at that point, yeah.
Okay, so we are right next to a bounty hunter's jail, and we may be able to use it to hire a gunner for our ship.
Yay! That sounds like a pretty good idea. You kind of need that.
Yeah, so Jay has some stuff to talk about. Because he mentioned, oh look, that jail over there. Well, if we want to fill out a crew, we're going to have to get creative. So yeah, this guy knows what he's doing, and he is almost as mercenary as I am.
But he is a mercenary, sort of.
Yep. So hire up some crew on the cheap. By this case, we basically mean prison break. So, talking about the new guy, leave him in the crew quarters, he'll repair damage. This is important. Yeah, personally, like him in the helm, yada yada yada. And where do you go is basically a case of, well, we're kind of lost, so blah, just ask the officer. So, there is some loot down there to explore, and, well, then we'll hit up the prison to actually get our gunner.
Well, something I wanted to say earlier. I can see why this entire place is abandoned. This is a horrible neighborhood. Well, with the prisons and the mines.
Don't forget the massive gates that are locked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there wasn't much salvage there, but that's okay.
Oh boy, it's time. To prison break. 2.
Oh, look, there's an old jukebox in the corner.
Let's see if you can mine it. For
I
loot.
wish I could. So we have a bartender and a bounty warden here, so let's talk to the bartender first. So, bartenders, as you probably guessed, are essentially a case of, well, they are the ones who you trade shit to in order to get dosh. So in this case, well, rivets, air tanks, and engine parts is what they have. I really want that extra air tank because, well, it gives you more air. So,
how do you refill air?
Basically swing by any building. So, at the moment, the merchant is basically giving me only 50% of the value of an item. But at the same time, I just have so much shit that I can just absolutely spam and sell stuff. So right now I currently have 116 scrap metal. This is the ammunition for my guns. I'm not going to be using them for anything. So let's see what I can do about getting rid of these. Because, hey, 40 fish fossils, 200 bucks, not a bad deal for me. Bunch dinar, I'm not going to complain. So yeah, 525 cash for basically sitting around with my thumb up my butt, not bad. As you can see, this merchant can also sell scrap metal, torpedoes, and repair kits, but, well, that's just, you know, the usual shenaniganery.
Alright, so Serena's saying...
these junky old rusty gears as well for a big whack of cash, so I'm just going to do that and get up to 675 cash. I'm not going to buy anything because I don't really have the money for it, but a large part of the build cycle in this game, I guess you would call it, is just scavenging enough loot and fighting enough pirates to scavenge their ships that you get enough gold and such to basically get up to the next tier of awesomeness, which is usually a case of finding a better gun, or buying a better gun, or getting more air tanks, or whatever.
Nice. Also, Serena said that she came back because her game night got called due to the children getting into a fight over Smash.
That happens.
Yeah.
So apparently this warden runs the jail because he got too old to actually hunt bounties. Otherwise, there's a whole lot of diddly and fucking squat down here, so let's pop up to the actual jail itself. So, got a bounty hunter here, let's see what he has to say. Yeah, fair enough. Nothing like a good chase to make someone's morning, right?
Obviously, this guy is not a professional.
So, we found another thing.
More things?
Sadly, I do not have anywhere near the dosh to hire her because, well, the game hates me. But at the same time, well, I already have 3 out of 7 crew, which isn't bad, so I'm not going to complain. So, Jay looks like he has something to say. And he does not, so forget it. And the jailer, well, who's the person in the cage, Bail set too high for someone a rusted barrel like ours. Well, now that he's insulted our sub, I want to help her get out so we can get revenge. So Cat Smith here is obviously a unique character because look at that fucking hairstyle. And she specializes in the use of cannons. She is going to be our gunnery officer for the rest of the game.
But she's in jail.
Yeah. But think about it this way. We want her to be broken out of jail so we can kick some ass. Yeah, so the jailer is being a jailer, no talking to the prisoner, blah-de-blah-de-blah. Yeah, you know, it's typical rules.
Of course.
And of course she's talking out of her ass with the whole false charges and now they want to execute me bit.
I'm pretty sure she's in jail for right reasons.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Jay's just sitting there just knocking away shots from his flask while I'm talking at him, so what does that say about our crew quality?
A lot. It says a lot.
Yep. So apparently she's been blowing shit up since she was 3. A bit of a pyro, probably. Not necessarily a good thing when you're underwater, isn't it?
Look, she's in jail for a reason, okay?
Yeah, she picked the lock while we distracted the guard. And as a result of that, she's basically loyal to us.
I like her. Anyone else here we can talk to?
Nope, because we are grabbing her and running the fuck away. Because our ship is now under attack.
Yes, free crew member. She loves us forever. This is exciting. God damn.
So, now that we have our gunner
okay.
in, we can start shooting. And in this case, it's a pirate jerk that shot us.
I did not realize that the game is still going on when you're inside managing your crew.
So, one factor is our momentum and such, so we can actually monkey around pretty hard with our aim, and because we disabled the enemy ship that was shooting at us, we can now bop over to it and loot the fuck out of it.
Really? When does that not become an option?
Usually after you blow it up.
Oh. Does that happen often?
Not really. So in this case, they had some extra dinar, some books, some fossils, and some food and ammo, which is kinda useful because I did use some ammo shooting the fuck out of the place.
Hey, would you look at that? Dead pirates don't need food and ammo.
Yep, so as you can see, I did take a bit of damage there, and only at 6 health right now, so let's just... We've cleared the area for the time being, so let's just actually bop into our ship and see what we can do. So at the gunner station, I have Jacob up here, and the gunner station requires intelligence and perception. Intelligence for accuracy and critical hits for perception and all that, which is pretty good. However, what we're going to do is we are going to take Jacob here and pull him out of the gunnery station so he can start repairing our hull.
Yay, it's not like he's really doing anything.
And besides, we still have to talk to Kat and get our opinion on their ship and all that.
I did want to ask, but you were busy with fighting, so while we are here inside, looking inside the ship, time isn't stopped?
That's correct. Time is not stopped.
Huh.
So we're just gonna cruise.
Serena says, raiding party.
yeah, we can raid their ships and such as the game continues. And, oh, hey, let's go and loot this wreck over here, which is more salvage because everyone loves salvage. As you can see, our ship is getting repaired quite nicely, which I do appreciate.
Where? Okay, I can see now.
So the game has a very simple gameplay loop, as we've already ascertained and all that. It's actually gotten a bit more complex since the first time I played this game. But at the same time, it's just one of those simple types of gameplay that is surprisingly more fun.
More what?
Well, this is a problem.
What's up?
Well, while I was mucking around in the building there, I got close enough that an ice quake actually slammed most of this glacier straight down and jammed the gate shut. So we have to go down to crush depth.
Well, gotta head out. You guys have a good one.
You take care of yourself, alright?
Later, BT.
So, I'll be honest, I do not like getting anywhere near crush depth for a variety of reasons, mostly pertaining to the fact that, well, I would rather not go squish. And yet, here we are, doing just that. This is gonna be nerve-wracking, to be honest. Oh, there's something up ahead. And I just got hit by one of those mines. God damn it. So thankfully, I had my crewmen repairing my ship's hull, otherwise that would have killed me.
Yeah, I see that. If you were not... Oh, jeez. That would have been bad. Oh, man. So you've got to go into
at crush depth. Crush depth originally was 200 meters in the original version of the game. I'm currently out at 182. But you get the sense that things are kind of fucked when you're this low. And it only gets worse the lower you get. So, good times. So this thing looks like a salvage station, and let's just pop over there and take a look while our crew gets some time to explore and fix the place. So, let's see what we have in here. Doesn't look like much.
How do you speed up your repair rate?
Honestly, get more crew members sitting around with their thumbs up their butts doing nothing.
So, when you have crew members doing nothing, that automatically fixes the ship?
That's correct. I also have the option of repair kits, but I don't have any at the moment, so on me. So that little station has a grand total of diddly and fucking squat, sadly, and it looks like Jay has something to comment on, so let's go and poke him.
Our crush depth is 250, right?
Meters, right. That is correct. So, we can finally talk to Kat. What's her deal?
Yay!
Yep, she's
Cat
a gunner, of
backstory.
course. Your ship has guns. We're a perfect match. Yep. So yeah, that's her entire deal. I mean, it's not a bad
I like
deal.
Cat. Also, you broke her out of prison. Well, you helped her break out of prison.
So at the moment, we're reasonably healthy, so we can continue on without worrying too much. Though, to be fair, I would still worry for a variety of reasons, but, well, we're doing alright for the time being.
Oh, that's good. Because 185 is really low.
Yeah, so the green pile of fish there is a save point, which is always nice. And look at that ice sink. This is not going to be fun, because now we have to go even lower.
This is a really nice set piece. That being said, fuck this set piece. Oh, but hey, look at that. You're almost at full health again.
Now, when you originally played this, you actually had to go below your crush depth to get past that. Because right now I'm sitting at 198 and crush depth is 200. So, we have someone in trouble. Let's go rescue them. Yoink. And we have a sonar officer, a Greg Hudson. Let's grab him. Yeah, I think it's okay for him to catch a lift, so... And... So, we now have a new crewman, who is somewhere in here. Let's take a look. Not for that. Oh, for the... Well, yeah, that's it. I had to wait for Jay to start snarking again.
The new recruits.
Boy never says anything except to apologize. Girl never shuts up, and the rest of the crew don't more than mumble.
Jay likes them.
So in this case, I'm going to add some crew to the Gardnery to make them more accurate. Critical chance would be nice, but, well, sucks to be us.
But you're stuck with Jacob.
Yeah, so at the moment we have to wait until Jacob speaks up before we can activate our sonar system. And that'll be important because sonar is how we loot the fuck out of places by finding places.
In order
Actually,
to
let's
find
just double
places,
check to
you
make
need
certain
to
he didn't
find
get left in here. Okay, so that's enough out of that. Let's keep going.
Alright, let's go. What's our crush depth again? 250? Oh, wait,
250,
we already
yeah.
went over this. But originally it was 200?
And that's correct.
Okay, so when we go under
Yep.
so when you go under the crush depth, what happens? Is it just like a gradual sort of thing?
It's not
Or
so much
like-
gradual, but it's more sort of semi-timed in that everything goes to hell eventually.
So it's like Das Boot, right?
Yeah, it's realistic in that sense, because what is labeled as crushed depth would be more properly labeled as the test depth, as low as the hull's been tested. So actually getting to be crushed is, well, it's more of a bad thing than you might expect, but you can't really test that. Oh look, we found a sleeping pirate. That is as if drunk and falling asleep in the corridor. Our attacker wakes him up as they attempt to sneak past, and the sleeping pirate accuses them of trying to steal his money bag. So, let's see what we can do.
Can we?
He only has 1 hit point, so Thingsmith can either evade him with a 62% chance of 2 damage, 7 damage for problem solving, or 2 damage with brute force. So let's go for evade, because that has the highest percentage of working.
Yep. This is entirely adorable.
It is kind of silly, yeah, but it is a funny hazard. And we got some spoils. In this case, we got some rivets, some food, some ammunition, and some fossils, which is basically vendor trash.
I'm sorry, this is just so adorable.
It is. It's a good type of silly, too. This is well done. A cassette tape. Our ancestors used curious designs for ribbon holders.
Wait, so does this mean that we can finally listen to some blazing hot mixtapes?
If you could ever find a blazing hot mixtape. So this over here looks to be a beacon, I believe. Yeah, that's a beacon, and up here is the actual docking point for said beacon. Yeah, bicep pendant. Permanently increased strength of a crew member by 1. Yoink!
Ooh.
So the beacon keeper is the person in charge of keeping the beacon lit and all that sort of thing, and she gives us directions because she's nice like that.
Even though we stole from her.
Well, to be fair, it's not stealing, it's appropriating without her knowledge.
Huh.
So yeah, she's kinda right. Just follow the beacons, will take us straight to Tonesberg.
Tunsberg.
And yes, my submarine just did a full flip in order to get back upright.
That's so sick. Oh my god. Can we do that again?
Maybe.
Yay! You were saying though?
So, I'm just going to poke around a little bit and explore, because there's always stuff to find.
I have to say, this is a really chill game.
Up until there's carnage and mayhem and all that sort of shit going on.
Shush.
Okay, stole some books. Let's see what else there is to steal here. Nothing else on our
You are no longer allowed back in the library.
Stole some more books.
Oh, you are banned from all libraries.
Nothing in this room. Another treasure box with 5 more books. Yoink.
Oh, the cops are on you. A drunk pirate?
Yeah, so
wow.
This one actually has 2 hit points.
Oh no, how are you gonna defeat... Oh, how are you gonna defeat him?
Ouch, she got hit by the pirate. This is bad.
No.
So it's Jacob's turn. Let's see what he has as options. Problem solving and brute force. So let's do some problem solving.
So stupid. Oh.
And well, yeah, might as well.
But the pirate isn't listening.
And she got hit again.
Dang it. How much hit points does she have?
Well, now she's injured, so that's a bad thing. Yep. She is injured and must retreat to the ship. Yep. She is injured and cannot take any actions, so she retreats and will be out of the fight.
Dang it.
And there, we managed to get past the sleepy pirate. Hazard vanquished. And in this case, we picked up an antique plate and some scraps, so not too bad. And as a result, we got an air tank, bicep pendant, and the chart showing the, basically the information about this area.
That's really good. This is a really good haul. Goddamn.
Yep.
Okay, so what does the air tank do? Is it just like a one-time use item?
No,
or is it just an overall increase?
It's a permanent edition, can be used to create life support systems, obviously, which is kind of important and all that. But basically, well, in the previous iteration of the game, the air tanks were basically, they were constantly degrading in value, because, well, your crew needs air and all, but so you'd have to constantly hop from station to station to station to recharge your air.
Okay.
I just found a big bloody light bulb there. Oh, there we are. Found a new landmark, so that's all good for us. So one of our crew members got injured. Let's take a look at what's going on with them.
Oh no, poor thing. She's a good egg.
So Thing here is entirely back to normal. So the injury was only temporary. Good on her.
Good job.
Now, if we look over here in our inventory, let's hop over to key items. We'll see that we have an officer's star. This is important because it lets us upgrade our officer's ability to command sailors. Every star can be used to upgrade an officer to be even better, basically. So, for example, I can drop one on Jay, and he can have 2 crew members in the helm instead of just 1 crew member in the helm.
I forgot that we had Gregory.
I mean, as soon as I find Gregory, I'm going to be shoving him straight into the helm, and well, not the helm, the sonar, and saying, fuck it.
Wait, no, we don't have him right now?
Well, we have him, he's on the ship, it's just that for whatever reason he's not currently selectable. Okay, so this is our first upgrade that we came with the ship, so it increases our inventory by X number of slots. Normally that would have been 10, but we got it up by 15 for some reason, so I'm not going to complain. This is antique.
Fantastic.
I really like ceremonial dinnerware, cassette tapes, fish fossils, books, ammunition. We're getting a good amount of ammo, that's nice. But yeah, another thing is forge material, because forge materials are used to basically create shit.
Oh.
Anyway, let us continue. So over here we have found a wrecked submarine. It is quite surprisingly wrecked, so let's explore it.
Fish. What is navigating through a submarine?
We have found an angry crab.
What? Oh no! Does he hope? I hope he doesn't have a knife.
Nope. It has 4 hit points
Thank
though,
God.
so we shall problem solve at it for 83% chance doing 2 damage. And there, 2 out of 4 hit points. So let's do that again and see if we can basically take it out in 1 round. Yep, angry crab scurries off. Good on us. We are amazing. And we got some cool
Congratulations,
crab
Dick.
meat.
You can throw rocks.
But it was guarding a sonar monitor, which is pretty good because decent sonar is always a good thing.
Fantastic. We can finally get Gregory to show up.
honestly, Garagri's probably just gonna hide for a while longer. To be fair, we did drag him out of a ship and... Anyway, sorry about that. So, as you can see, we're actually following what looks to be wrecked power pylons. Oh, and along the way, we found some more places to salvage, so let's go visit and loot the fucking place. Okay, nothing up here. Let's see what's downstairs. And nothing done here. Well, that was fast. And we just put the thing back in our boarding party anyway, so just in case.
Yay, she's back to full.
Now
Should we pop some of those bicep pendants?
Yeah, in theory, but I'm going to hang on to them for the time being, because they don't take up any inventory space. Now this is a big fucking wall. Damn, look at this.
What the fuck?
This is the wall that guards Tonsfjord.
Huh.
And this here is one of the beacons.
There's a couple of them.
Yep, and over here is what appears to be the partially ruined, upside-down hulk of a ship that is attached to the wall via its anchor. So let's go poke around inside it.
Is an anchor really that strong?
Honestly,
Or that
depends on
heavy?
Honestly, no. Dashboard decorations. And Carl the Slow.
Yay.
So yeah, each mechanic desperate to outdo the next. Questions on everyone's mind is this: will we ever go back to a point when the hulls will breach the surface of the world once more? So Carl the Slow is this basically ancient hulking wreck that's used as a landmark, essentially. And it's always a good idea just to explore landmarks as you see them, because, well, it never hurts to actually get a good idea of what's around and all that. So as we get close to Tonsfjord, we start seeing more subs in the area and all that sort of stuff. And some of them are actually not even hostile. So apparently this place had... Let's try that again. Okay, so this place has coolant, which is normally used for something or other, so... Meh.
Grump, I have a question.
I might have the answer. What's up?
Where do you keep track of your oxygen levels?
At the moment, that's actually not a mechanic we have to worry about.
Yay.
So, Tonsfjord is looking a little bit, I don't know, vaguely creepy-ish, I suppose. And then we just saw something over there, didn't we? Something very big.
I don't know, I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, you will. Look at that. Yep.
What the fuck?
What does it look like?
Nothing good.
So in this case, let's go and poke around.
With the giant spike still hanging out.
An angry crab is threatening us.
It's a spider. Oh no, that's a crab. Just think about it really hard. You did it. Oh boy, let's just keep thinking about it. Damn it, thing.
On the bright side, we got some free crab meat.
Yay, I guess. I don't... This is supposed to be overall an interesting haul. Ah, damn it, it's a rat.
Yep. Clumsy Rat is too focused on the bag. It will try and steal our money. In this case, it actually managed to steal some gold. This is slightly annoying.
Motherfucker, punch the rat in the dick. I cast punch the rat in the dick. What do I gotta roll?
I wish I had an item I could use on it right now, like a crowbar. Okay, so I caused some damage to it, and it goes right for the gold sack again. Jesus Christ, it just stole something like 30 gold from me!
God... Throw Serena at it or something, I don't know.
Ah, if only I could. Well, that's just mildly annoying, but we got some decent loot. Dinar, feathered brooch, more scrap metal for our guns.
Some diners.
There's a person living in here. His name is Fisher
Oh, no.
Stove.
And he hangs out with a giant spider.
Decent loot, at least.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The Frozen Giant. The beast stormed the tower. With hull of steel, the Lady Estrella drove Blackspear's prow into its underbelly, and thus as quickly as the mad beast has arrived, the convoy was saved.
You did it.
So yeah, that's the first real sign this game has of basically saying, yeah, shit's definitely not gonna just be people being assholes to each other. There's gonna be some weird shit going on.
Man, this thing looks fossilized. Shit.
It basically is.
Well, I mean, fossilized is not the proper term. Fossilization is like just the exchange of the bone material for calcium in the bone for the other materials, therefore turning it from bone to something else, rock.
Yep.
It's not fossilized
Calcify,
because I don't.
basically.
There we go. It's calcifying.
So, let's see what's around in the upper half of the fjords. So, we have storage inventory, unlimited
it's
space.
such a
This is
fun
new
word.
to me.
Look at this place. It looks fancy.
Man, there's a crap load of stuff I can sell.
You know what I think funny is? Do you know what I think is funny?
Shoot.
On the weapons tab, weapon is on one line and S is on the S, so it's like weapon S instead of weapons. And I think that's just funny formatting. That, like...
It is, yeah. So, let's see what this artisan has. Let's see. So, she has an air tank, some engine parts, some rivets, 3 torpedoes, 5 repair kits, and some scrap metal.
I'm yawning a lot. Wait, did you sell our cassette tape?
Yes.
No.
It is
cassette
sold.
tape.
The big thing here is quite simply that I can sell a whole bunch of crap and get a huge whack of dosh. Because dosh is important.
Is it as important as money?
Dosh is money.
I know.
So yeah, I just went from something like 600 to 3,800 cash. I am in a good mood.
Yeah. I saw, dude, like, damn, that's a big jump in money. Oh, also something I wanted to ask. You have 337 scrap metal. Is that a lot, or are you expecting to hold more?
I expect to burn through it.
Oh, okay, shit.
Not all at once, mind, because the fleck
Of course
is crap,
not,
but I expect to burn through a whole lot.
Okay.
So we have found the Engineering Guild. This is where people upgrade their submarines and such, and... Oh look, loot box. Oh wait, it's our storage box, never mind.
A loot box? Oh boy,
So-
what do we get? I hope we get a super rare drop.
We found Hasley.
Is that like a super rare, or is that like a common?
It's a common.
Ah, dang it, just scrap them like the rest.
So yeah, Hasley claims to change the face of sea travel forever. Yeah, this is a crock. But yeah, favors my ass.
He is the worst ship girl, I'm just saying.
Okay, so we got porthole glass, rivets, and reinforced plates.
That's a lot. That being said, I really expected him to come on board.
Okay, so he can forge and dismantle. So, we could dismantle the inventory upgrade, but we're not going to. Instead, let's forge. So, depth upgrade, and when added to a ship, increases the maximum depth by 250 meters. This is actually really good, bloody good. And oh look, he just gave us all the supplies needed for that.
That's really nice. Not only that, he oh geez, this doubles our diving depth.
Yep.
This is exciting. But does that mean he's here now, or?
Well, we need the raw materials to continue upgrading our sub. And now we get to steal his intern.
Yay!
Oh god, she's all bright and chirpy and happy.
I like Sherry already.
So let's see what other upgrades he can forge.
What are the options we have?
Well, let's see. Armor upgrade, engine upgrade, so we can overdrive for longer. Life support, which increases maximum crew. another inventory upgrade, another depth upgrade. So let's see what lifeless support can do. Okay, so here we are. This is a new change. So with life support, we need food and air tanks, but we can increase our maximum crew by 3 people. This is not a bad option. So let's take a look at the other upgrades. For engines, we need gears, a dashboard decoration, and engine parts. And for armor upgrades, porthole glass, reinforced plates, and a whole pile of rivets. Not bad.
You sold all the decorations.
Oh well, I can always get more.
What if you can't? What if we found the only dashboard decorations in the entire world?
Alright, we've managed to finally talk to Greg.
Greg.
Yeah, so he's a member of the Sonar Guild, Sonar Communications, but nobody calls it that. So he has some business he's wrapped up there, and figured since we're in the area, yada yada yada. So yeah, that's alright. And let's see what we can do about dragging his ass. Yep, there we are. We got Sonar up. Sonar is good.
Oh,
So-
he finally decided to work.
I finally got the mouse to work for him. So let's talk to Sherry and see what she can do. Yes, you must be the captain. Of course I am.
I like her.
So fucking hyper. Didn't answer my question. Yeah, I'll be your intern. Cool. Hey, B-Man. by the
Should
way,
I got
did you
you
like
so
being an
like an
intern?
interview who has no idea what the hell she's up for.
Got the coffee, yada 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 yada. So, let's see what we can do. I know just grab some, know where all the best salvages. Okay, so she's just put waypoints on our map in regards to where the areas are with good salvage, which isn't bad. So we
She's
have
such a good girl.
some decent upgrade options. Let's take a look at the armor upgrades. Okay, so porthole glass, rivets, reinforced plates, whoop-de-doo. So she just tells us what's what and all that sort of stuff. So we don't really need any of these at the moment, so we can just kick her out somewhere. Yeah, so I just tossed her into there because, well, it's kind of funny. She absolutely does diddly squat, though, so we're just going to toss her back in the box.
Yeah, she's not helping really much.
And honestly, with her being a warm body in the main crew unit, I think that counts as mechanical for just...
Yeah, that's what I thought
shit.
too.
Oh, my apologies. I am getting a bit more tired because I'm just madly off in no direction and all that shit. But, oh, there appears to be something going on.
I mean, like,
here.
it's like, what, 1:30 as well, so...
Yeah, and to be fair, I did spend 10 hours at work, so I'm just gonna pop up to the main entrance of the city, so to speak, and see what we can talk about up here.
Alright, let's see what we can do.
So, the Chief
Hey.
of Tonsborg has something to talk about. And let's see, some of our crew is just sitting around with their thumbs up their butts.
As per usual.
So, the chef has a side quest for us.
Of course the chef does. I thought that said the chef hauls you out.
Well, he basically called me out, that's to be certain. So, client in from the Sunken Coast, which is the second major area in the game from when I last played it, and he demands a blueberry tart. Problem is, blueberries are non-existent, what with being underwater and all. So, heard rumors that a merchant in Daybreak got hold of some, so now I have to go there and get some, yada yada yada. So the chef wants to go to Daybreak. So over
Yay.
here we have our crew just sitting around with their talking to each other and all that sort of stuff, or at least pretending to. So this character, Hal Whistlewaite, is a torpedo officer. We do not have torpedoes yet. So he's going to sit here with the sum of his butt and do a grand total of nothing until we get a sub that actually has a torpedo launcher.
So, what I'm gathering is that, like, each sort of thing we get for our ship section, they require a main officer for that place.
Pretty much, yes.
And good old Hal here is gonna be our dude for missiles.
Yep.
Missile torpedoes.
So we just found the guest house, which is, well, obviously the guest house of the city and all that. And we have potential crew and all that sort of stuff. Looks like intelligence and perception on this one, and perception and negative endurance on that one. So, whole lot of not much. Let's go and check out the next area. The bar. The bar is always fun. Let's see what we have here.
The drunkest people are the most useful people.
Man with metal leg. This is funny. What's this? Ah, this is new.
Huh?
So, you can put your crew on standby with an exchange post. This is a new mechanic. So, for example, if I wanted to, I could say toss Jacob out and put him in the standby, and he would be off the ship, but he would still be part of the crew. So I could have more than 7 crew available. At the moment, it's not really worth it, but it's a nice feature. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just really falling asleep on my feet. I'll probably have to cut the stream short after this. And in here, well, might as well hit that landmark button.
Tonsberg, so heavy, man. Shit, I'm tired.
Yeah, we both are. So, as much as I like being an incredible SAS golem and all, which is pretty much my default status, it's
Can confirm.
late enough and I am tired enough that I am going to have to regrettably call it at this point in time. I hope you enjoyed this poke and a prod at the updated version of Diluvian. I'm enjoying the game myself because it is generally very pretty and very well thought out when it comes down to how it's built. And
Same.
honestly, if you're interested in it, I do suggest putting it on your wishlist on Steam, because you never know when it's going to go on sale again. Take care of yourselves. I hope you have a good evening. Thank you, B-Man, for showing up and chatting with me. I want to thank
Of course.
PG for also being here for a time. And I want to thank every person
Oh, thief.
in the chat as well. And yes, BT as well, because my brain's completely fried. So,
Yeah, y'all have
we're
fun.
just gonna save.
Sleep
This is the
time.
Nemo copy, and quit. Thank you again, and again.